Hi, thank you for your patience, and I'm going to show you how you can add your compliance items and training into this into your practice. Now, you go on your practice section. Just a reminder, you can go to menu practice and you'll end up on this page. Now, once you're in your practice page, you go to manage. The first thing you want to do is create any instructors, people who are going to be the teachers of your internal training. To do instructors, you click on instructors and add an instructor. Now, I've had a Jason B class here, but you can add an instructor. You can either link to user account if they already have a Tubules username. If not, you go to a separate record and then you can add their name, their title, their bio, everything you need in there, and then create instructor. I'm not going to create another one, but for the purposes of this, I have already created Jason Buglass. Now, then you go back to manage and you click on compliance items. And once you've done that, you go to add compliance item. Now, what this is implant components. I'm going to use as an example. That's going to be the name of your compliance, uploading any images you want. Now, instructors, you see I created Jason Buglass as an instructor, so that goes in there. And then you can say how long this is going to be in minutes. It's important to put in minutes and a description. This is a description about implant components. Now, when you do this and go to create activity, it has now created that implant components activity. But now you have to go in there and be able to edit it. So you see these three top right here, you see these three arrows, you edit it. This you've already filled in. So now you go to the next bit. You first go to content. And here you can either make it a single unit or multiple. Sometimes there'll be lots of videos or lots of PDFs divided into modules. Then you can do a unit and modules. By module, if you say add a module such as implant component restorative, and you save the module, and then you might have unit 1, which is abutments. You might have unit 2. You might say add unit 2 might be open tray impressions included in the module. And you can do multiple units like this and create a whole course, or alternatively you say I'm just going to do a single unit, in which case you talk this video is about abutments. This means that you then add, well, video or training is about abutments. Then you can either add the single video, rich text media such as images or embedding, or you can put a PDF, right? So that's the media you can put. You can put a plus, embed a video, put images, anything you need to do there. If it's just a video, you can add the link. If it's PDF, you can upload a PDF. Once you've done that, I can add a completion check. I always tick this box because that means that the end user, your team members, need to tick a box to say, I have completed this. This tab is the next one, certification, if you want them to have CPD certificates. If you do, you click on yes. This is important. You must fill in the CPD time and learning aims and objectives, otherwise they will not be able to complete the certification. So if you don't want to give CPD, it's fine, but if you do, you must do that. You must add the CPD time, use the aims and objectives of your training, and learning outcomes. This is very important. You can either choose to enable them to take CPD or not, your choice. You can then put an interval, which means that they'll have to redo the CPD every so often. If you don't want them to do the CPD, then you just put that as blank. You definitely get a certificate on either completing the activity, or you might say that you want them to get a certificate for passing a test. If it's a pass test, then you have the option to put a pass mark there and then add the questions. So you can have a question like, what is an abutment? And then the answer might be one from several choices, one or several, or confirmation checkbox, up to you what you want. Say you select one from choices as a question, you save it, and then you add the choice of what is an abutment. A crown might be your choice. You might say it is an impression coping. You might say something like the connection between a crown and implant, whatever it is. And then you take this and you mark this as the correct, you choose the correct answer. So you can put various questions. If you want to put pass test. If you don't want to, and you just want activity completion, you can just click on activity completion, your choice. Pass test is good because it ensures that at least, you know, they've read and gone through it all. You can add as many questions as you want by clicking add a question. Then you put your feedback questions. We already have a template of 5 feedback questions, but if you want to put any more, you can do so. You can add survey question and add more. You might actually remove the ones which are not there that you want, or leave them as it is. That completes the certification section. The category section is basically for your practice, especially if you're adding any compliance related thing. You might say it's for meetings, you might say it's for patient care. If it's none of these, it's okay. You don't need to tick it. If it is anything else, you can, and which CQC outcome it fits as well. You can tick that. Now, you can select learning goals and topics. I wouldn't worry about that because that's more for the generic CPD. Then you need to go on settings. If you want to put any discussions, anything like that, that's fine. If you want to put waiting lists, you don't need to worry there, but this is important. You need to ensure that the GDC high level outcome is stored. Now, once you've done all of that, you simply go there and view the compliance activity in your practice, and it should be there. So if I go into practice in Plantium and go into compliance, you can see it's there. Now, if you did want to remove any of the compliance items, but you say that I want to delete them or keep them, but just not show them on the list, you can just untick this box. If you then go back to compliance, you'll see it's not there. If I go back to manage compliance items, tick the box and compliance, it's there again. So entirely your choice that way. But this is now ready. So when your staff members go in, they will have the description, and obviously when they click access now, you can see that they will have the video here or the PDF, which of course you can't see for now. They can choose to do it now or they can schedule it for later. That's their choice. When they complete the video that will show here, they click on I've completed this unit. When they click that, they can go to certification. If you have marked CPD certificate, then you just go and do the CPD there. It's obviously telling me I need to complete the unit because I have there's no activity there right now, but otherwise it'll all appear there. And that is how you add all this information in. I hope this is useful. If there are any questions, please feel free to get in touch and our team will be happy